We're talking about the neck, and if you have issues with, oh, I have this kind of neck pain, or even if I have some shoulder issues or some pain referring down into the arm from the shoulder, even in the back here, we need to look at the neck itself. And right, we can be a little hunched over this way. If we hunch over, we tend to get this hinge here. There's a lot of different reasons why we might have some pain in the neck or going down the arm. But one thing we'll eventually have to do is make sure we're hitting these muscles of the neck. And in this video, this is kind of gonna be a combination of videos of things you can do to work on your own with a very simple tool here, a lacrosse ball, to work on loosening your neck. A lot of us tend to breathe this way. We have a lot of upper trap kind of motion here, and these muscles called our scalenes are doing a lot of work. And if we do that over time, they get super, super tight. Instead of using our diaphragm, our natural weightlifting belt here, right, assist in our natural weightlifting belt, instead of using this diaphragm to really breathe, we tend to use these guys, so maybe we don't want to look fat, right? We don't want to stick our gut out. But when we breathe, sticking your gut out is actually a very, very normal part of breathing. And if we don't use this diaphragm, we tend to get stiff here. Maybe you sit down a lot and you're typing away whenever you're playing a lot of video games, whatever it is. The lacrosse ball is a fantastic tool to use to help improve our muscles of our neck. So we're gonna get started. The first one we're gonna do is we're gonna hit the back here. And for this one, all we're doing is we have our ball and it's gonna go right in the back of our neck. And you can kind of actually get started a little bit higher, more on at the base of the skull. But we're coming down this way. Place the ball down. Actually, I'm going to come on the edge of the rack here. If you have an elevated surface, like the edge of a book or a piece of 2x4, that's perfect. This rack is fantastic for me. Place it in there and just kind of move around. Right? There's something in the PT world we call a suboccipital release. The muscles in that area called your suboccipital region, just the base of the neck or the base of the skull here. It gets really, really tender really fast if we tend to sit with not so good, feel that, not so good positioning. So you can use the lacrosse ball to really get in here. Notice I'm doing some chin tucks. I can do some of these guys. When you want to spend 2 minutes really hitting this area, you can rotate your head around. Man, mine is really tight. It's gonna feel fantastic afterwards. Another thing you can do, right? Continue to move the ball around. Yeah, mine is just tender more on the top. You can actually twist the ball as well. Think, hey, get in there, do some twisting motions. Super tender. And you're just putting a good amount of pressure. You can rotate your head side to side. We call this mobilization with movement. It's fantastic to get in here. Oh, man. So when I do this, guys, it refers actually kind of giving me a headache. And what that is, that's actually what we call a cervicogenic headache. All it is your neck is causing a headache, right? Neck tightness can cause headaches. If you have that going on, this is definitely gonna help with that. But ready to get that ball in there. Oof, it's definitely tender. Wow. So any spot in here that's tender, golden rule, spending around 2 minutes on it, right? Minute and a half, better than nothing, but I think 2 minutes, that's what you want to shoot for. That's kind of the gold standard of mobility. I'm going to try off of that. Yeah, it's even better on there, but I don't have much going on down here, kind of in the lower aspects. You can actually grab it too and just move it around because your neck muscles are nice and relaxed. You can use your arm to get in there. You can twist it too, but I really don't feel much. The worst spot I had was actually right at the base of the skull there. Again, a great area you can hit. And spend 2 minutes. I feel fantastic. Doing these chin tucks are also a great one we can do. All right, that's one. That's more just for the back of the neck area. We call them the paraspinals, that suboccipital area. It doesn't really matter what it's called for you, all right? As someone who just, I want to get rid of this neck pain, just hit the base of the skull. You can go down the neck as well. Another one that we can hit is this area on the side of the neck. Our muscles called our scalenes are here, and they're very deep. Right, they attach to the sides of our neck bones, our cervical vertebrae, and they assist in breathing. So if I do a lot of, again, this breathing this way and my chest comes up here instead of my abdomen and chest coming out this way, or it's really 360 degrees, we tend to overuse these guys. So all we're gonna do is, you can lay on your back. I'm gonna slide that kettlebell out of the way. We're gonna lay on our sides here, and I'm gonna support my head with my shoulder. You have a pillow, that's great, or I support my head with my arm. You can actually get in here and really start to hit these scalene muscles and place the ball in there. You can do some twisting action as well. I'm not too bad today. I did this the other day and it was really intense, but we're gonna come over here. You can lean your back too. You can place it on there. I like to use the opposite arm so that whole side, we know it's relaxed. You can side bend away and then do it. Oh, definitely feel it there. Right, this is the kind of this weird just side of your neck where you're like, man, do I have any muscles here? Yes, you have your scalenes, but just hit, guys. Nothing crazy. We're just going to town on it. Definitely found a spot there. I like side bending away, really opens it up so you can then hit it. Oh man. You can do some contract, relax. You can side bend into it and move out. Again, for me, it's the upper part of that neck that's just really, really tight. So feel free to really get in that top part. It's actually almost, I'm kind of going back to that spot I had before. Oh man, you can do some rotations as well. Twist it. How long to spend? 2 minutes. I'm not gonna do the other side, but you can do the other side as well. Is this time consuming? Yeah, right? But knowing that, hey, just dedicate 10 minutes a day, this is a great way just to hit these areas and make some progress. So that's two very important ones: the back of the neck, base of the skull, the side of the neck. Now what we're gonna do is hit a muscle here. We call this our sternocleidomastoid SCM, just another neck muscle that is contracted when we do this position here. When you rotate, it also kind of sticks out. When I rotate away, it pulls the head that way. So we also want to get this guy. So what we're gonna do is we're laying down and think about. I like to kind of pop this muscle off, so I'll actually rotate over here, and then you can kind of feel, you should be able to feel a band of tissue here, like kind of like a band going from the side of your skull, behind your ear, all the way down to your sternum. So you kind of feel it, say, oh, there it is. Be a little cautious with this one. You have your carotid artery here. If you start to feel like you're blacking out, stop, right? Please don't pass out. You can kind of, if you want, you're gonna feel where that artery is. There it is. It's right behind or backwards. If I'm laying down, it's right that you should feel the muscle right behind this way towards the ground from that artery. So you can find it. There it is. Oh, there's the muscle. Super easy to find. Place the ball on it. You can do some twisting actions here. There's a lot we can do. I get more when I go down here. You go side to side. You can actually contract, relax if you wanted to. A whole host of things we can do here. One of my favorites. Whew. Oh man, this is really tender for me. So when should you stop doing this? When is it not appropriate, right? Is there a sensation you may feel if it's a sharp pain? Right, for mine, it's just a really intense soreness. Oof. Again, referring up to here, right? Why your neck can cause headaches. Feels like it's almost behind my eye. That is normal, totally fine. Wow. Oh, it's intense. You can go along it, goes across the fibers there. Again, if I'm going on the artery, I'm just going on it for a half second, not even, and coming right off. Wow, it's intense. Twisting, and then going away. Really feel this tightness. Again, going to the top of my head here. Whew, but I feel really good. So that's one of my favorites, guys, is hitting this we call it the SCM, this sternocleidomastoid neck muscle. But now I feel really good. Oof.